pretty cool already. Just in terms of the views, man. Look at that. These gotta be some crops. Gotta be something I'm destroying with the Pan America right now. This is not what I was expecting to be riding today, you guys. I was fully expecting just the paved road. What are those, sheep? Oh my god, we got some bulls with horns out here. What are those, yaks? Dude. Holy moly, you guys are enormous. We got a dog out here. What's cracking, guys? It's your boy, Mickey Moto. Back with another moto vlog. And today, we are once again going to check out another one of New Jersey's best motorcycle riding roads. We're starting out today right now in the parking lot of Mount Tammany. Really popular hiking spot in New Jersey. Right on the Delaware Water Gap. Pennsylvania's right in front of me. And today we're going to be making our way basically up the Delaware Water Gap, right along the river on what is called Old Mine Road. This one's not quite as popular as like the County Road 519 we did last time, or the Tabernacle Loop, which was kind of a disappointment. But I did find a couple of sources saying that this was a great ride. It's a little bit shorter. I think it's about, just under an hour out, and then same thing back. It should be pretty nice. I think we're going to be basically just following the river all the way up to almost Port Jervis in New York, upstate. I think it ends just a little bit before that. So, should be a lot of winding roads, a lot of cliffhangers, nice scenery. Hopefully, not a lot of traffic. That's the one thing I'm kind of worried about, if we hit a lot of traffic or not. But we'll see. Let's find out. Once again, I've got you guys on my point of view here, and on the 360 cam back there. So I'm going to be getting all the angles, see what looks cool on video. So this is literally the starting point of the road. Right here it's actually called River Road, but 100 meters or so it's going to change its name to Old Mine Road. That is Route 80 right next to us, which should be separating from pretty soon because it's going to cross into Pennsylvania, and we're going to be staying in New Jersey. What's this? Worthing State Forest. Old Mine Road. Forest office in 3 miles. Alright. So I guess this is the beginning of Old Mine Road. Okay. Pretty cool already. Just in terms of the views, man. Look at that. A little wet patch here. Hey, what's up, fellas? And I did not put any destination in the GPS for this ride, you guys, just because this is literally the only road we're going to be sticking to. So it's not like we're going to be going through a lot of intersections or anything. We're just going to mind our business and hang on to this road up until it ends. Nice. I have a feeling that we're going to have a little bit of a compromise on road quality and speed for this road. However, the compromise on the flip side is we're going to have all this beautiful scenery and nature around us. And seclusion. Guys, so far no traffic. I hope kind of stays this way. not the most ideal roads, but careful there. Ooh, mean pothole. What's up, G? Oh yeah, guys. Not somewhere you want to come out and rip it. A lot of potholes here, at least in the beginning area here. I wonder if it's going to be a one-lane road like this the whole way through. Not complaining, pretty neat if it is. Nice to get away from the traffic. I rode out here, you know, to the Mount Tammany. It was about like a 2-hour ride for me. And I took the, ooh, dead squirrel. I took the, you know, the less mainstream roads. I didn't take the Parkway and, you know, 287 and 80 and all that. But still, man, I took a lot of highway riding to get out here, so this is a really nice change of pace. We got beautiful riding weather today. It's April, I forget what day, but it's the first week of April, day before Easter actually. And yeah, it's about 70 degrees, a little bit overcast, you know. Just perfect riding weather. And I was gonna do a bit of a longer trip. Walking the bike, that's not great. I was gonna do originally a little longer road trip today, up this road and then either into upstate New York, I think along Route 94 it's called. It's a really popular route that goes another hour or so into upstate, or going west into the Poconos. I forget, once again, I'll put it up on the screen, but there's another really popular ride going that way for like another hour or so. You know, that would have been already kind of over 4 hours in the saddle one way, and I didn't feel like doing 8 hours in the saddle in a single day, because yeah, this bike is very comfortable, but still, your boy can get tired. And I wanted to just get like a room, you know, in either upstate or in the Poconos, and then do the ride back tomorrow. But tomorrow just looks like it's going to be hella rain, and I don't want to have to deal with that. So decided we're going to keep it just a little bit shorter of a ride today, and we'll only do the Old Vine Road. We'll check it out, give it a review, and then yeah, we'll have to come back some other time to check out those other routes, because those are legitimately very highly rated. Alright, you guys, so we do have a 2-lane road now, and the pavement is considerably smoother in this section. That was only like a few miles we had to deal with those bumps and potholes. This is creamy stuff. Mile 9. Yeah, I didn't even bother to check how many miles it is. I'm gonna assume it's like maybe 30-40 miles, but I'll put it up on the screen for you guys to see. Alright, a little damaged section there. Alright, dude. Yeah, this is cool. Man, this is scenic. Actually riding through like a forest. Not a forest, but trees, man. I like trees. Which way are we going now? Van Campen. We're going towards Van Campen. Yeah. Old Mine Road. Sucks, baby. Like I was saying, when I originally put the GPS to take me from the starting point of the, you know, from Mount Tammany up to Port Jervis, Yeah, it wanted me to get on some main highways and like kind of avoid all of this. Probably because GPS always assumes you're driving a car and you just want to get there the fastest way possible, not the most curvy way. So, major key for this one, guys: do not follow the GPS unless you add waypoints along Old Mine Road. But otherwise, just use your eyes and follow the road. A little bumpy section again. Not too great. I mean, it's not uncomfortable or anything, you know, because of the bike I'm riding, and this Pan America just absorbs everything. But not confidence inspiring, you know, on the bumpy sections to really lean into a turn or anything. So, gotta be cautious of that. And then reap the benefits of these nicer portions. I don't know why they call this a National Park Service road, because I don't know any national parks around here. Yeah, there's some mailboxes, man. I guess some people be living out here. Well, I'd be mad as hell if I lived out here and had to deal with these potholes daily, I'll tell you that. Yikes, man. Yikes. Craters. These are craters. Ooh. Oh god. That was a big one. Yeah, so we're not going to be riding hard in these sections. No way. It's not the road for it. Scenic adventure ride? Sure. Sport ride? Nah. And plus the road is kind of damp here, so it could be pretty slippery. That. You know what? Kind of want to make a little quick detour and head out into that open land right there. Let's check it out. Why not? We got the ADV anyways. Yeah, let's check it out, man. Got the Pan America. Made for this. Okay. Look at this place. There's gotta be some crops. Gotta be something I'm destroying with the Pan America right now. Don't know what though. But I'll tell you what, it's like really, really short grass. It's really slippery, and it's like dried up too. Super slippery. Very beautiful out here though. Got a Jeep over there. Maybe we're giving him the same idea. Maybe. Alright. That was a fun little detour. Let's continue on with Old Mine Road. Some traction. I have to look up what that field is on a map or something. Yeah, let's see what Old Mine Road has in store for us. Looks like some loose gravel, a little bit of dirt. Hopefully nothing the Pan America can't handle. Alright, this is not what I was expecting to be riding today, you guys. I was fully expecting just a paved road. 100% paved. But here we are. Tell you what, I've never ridden on this kind of a terrain. I go riding through the Pine Barrens, and that's kind of, some roads are like this, but no hills. All flat, and it's mostly sand, not really hard-packed gravel like this. But yeah, man, be out here. Guys, that's Pennsylvania right there. That's the Delaware River. Uh-oh. Some traffic up ahead. Let's see what we do. let us pass. Thank you, sir. This is not super technical, but I would not try this with a regular street bike. Definitely not. All these potholes will definitely screw up your suspension, and traction is not, almost nowhere to be found. But if you're looking for an adventure and you got the bike for it, yeah, this is great. I wonder if this turns back to pavement at any point or not. So yeah, this is probably the reason why the GPS doesn't suggest taking Old Mine Road. Not intended for regular traffic use. Oh, dude, what are we doing, man? We're riding in sport mode on this. Let's go off-road. Yeah, there we go. We don't need all that power and that stiffer suspension on this. Yeah, oh, dude. Is it just my imagination, or can I actually already feel the... No, that's amazing. There's such a big difference between sport and off-road mode. Wow. Usually I think they're like, gimmicky modes and mostly just throttle response, stuff like that, but the suspension, this thing's got active adaptable suspension, adaptive suspension, or whatever it's called. It will change like the suspension travel and like how aggressive it is and all that based on the ride mode. That's amazing. Freaking love this bike, man. So this is gonna have to be like a combination review of not just the best motorcycle riding roads, motorcycle riding off-roads as well, motorcycle trails, I guess you'd say, in New Jersey. And I think it's gonna score relatively high. Let's see how the rest of it goes. I think regardless of whether you're riding on-road or off-road, potholes are still a bad thing. You don't want to have to deal with a lot of potholes, because basically that's just gonna limit, how fast you can go and how much you can enjoy like turning and stuff. So we're gonna ding it for that for sure. As far as scenery goes, this tops the list so far for sure. I mean, we're in a national recreation area. Come on. And as far as I'm concerned, scenery, like nature, has the upper hand in scenery over city. I know some people like cities, riding through cities and all that, and some cities can be cool for sure, but on my scoring scale, nature is the point of interest. What's here? Posted private property. I think that's the private property, but we can go straight. I hope. Not trying to get shot today. Nice flowers already blooming. Oh, yo, check it out. What are those, sheep? Oh my god, we got some bulls with horns out here. Yo, no way. Bro, where are we? What are those, yaks? Dude. Wow. Holy moly, you guys are enormous. Wow. Oh, this is definitely private property. We got a dog out here. And is that a fake goat? Or a real goat? Dude, that's a real ass goat. Holy crap. Alright. We keep on going. I can see we're going to intersect with another road soon, so I think we're almost out of the private property area. Holy. Was not expecting to see some yaks today. And a goat. At least not that close up. Alright, this place is dope. That's extra points for yaks on the road, even though that was probably private property. Wow. Alright, we're approaching the road. Approaching the road. Is it asphalt? It is asphalt, you guys. We made it back to the asphalt section of Old Mine Road. Good shit, man. I like off-roading, but just wasn't expecting to go off-roading today. Alright. Some solid ground beneath us. Put this bad boy back in road mode. We don't need sport mode out here. Forget about it. Alright, you guys. I'm gonna say it flat out. I don't recommend this as a motorcycle riding road. I recommend it as a motorcycle riding trail. While there are some nice, smooth, paved parts of it, for the most part, it is more of a technical challenge than anything. And you're going to want to have some kind of bike with, you know, a little off-road knobby tires, maybe 80-20 or 70-30. And you're going to want to have a soft suspension too. If you're riding on a street bike or a cruiser, it's probably not going to be a lot of fun for you out there. I say that as we enter this nice creamy pavement here. You know, it is what it is. We got to judge it on the whole. And even on these nice paved parts, there's like a little bit of like loose pebbles on the road. So yeah, you got to be careful. You can't take the turns with too much speed. Okay, where are we going? What's up, boss? Alright, we got our first fellow ADV rider on the road today. Not one of Jersey's finest roads by definition. Certainly one of the more adventurous ones though. Kinda did ask for an adventure today, and the universe answered. Alright, you guys, what is this? Where have we arrived? Junction 206. I reckon this is the end of it. Yeah, that's 650 up ahead, County Road. Yeah, man. Well, let me pull on over and we'll have a little chat. That right here was the end of Old Mine Road. You guys, that's going to conclude the ride, honestly. Really not what I expected, man. We did a lot more off-road riding today than I had anticipated. I mean, it was fun. Good thing I had the Pan America, you know, not like a street bike. We got to see some yaks. I think those are yaks. I'm going to check what those are. But, yeah, got into some private property, rode on some farmland out there and whatnot. We got to give it a rating. Old Mine Road, New Jersey, motorcycle riding roads. First off, it's in its own category. We're going to call it a motorcycle riding trail in New Jersey. And I don't really have so much to reference it against as far as motorcycle trails, except for the Pine Barrens, which are much flatter, much sandier. Yeah, I think, on the whole, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Old Mine Road, New Jersey, 8 out of 10 for motorcycle riding trails. The reason being, the pros, no traffic whatsoever, really beautiful nature around you, farmland, up the Delaware River the whole way through, really private, really quiet scenery, wonderful. Some nice hidden gems, like the farm animals. The cons are mostly, hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, as far as the cons go, it's going to be mostly about those potholes, man. I was not expecting it. And the thing with those potholes is that it also took away from the fun because you can't ride as fast, as hard, and like really take those turns the way you want to when you're riding. So yeah, potholes means technical challenge, less speed, overall a little less fun. So 8 out of 10, Old Mine Road. That's the review today, you guys. I'm going to have to make my way back home now. Got about 3 hours to go, so might stop somewhere along the way and get some food, some coffee to fuel up myself. But other than that, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed the review. Maybe come check it out if you're a Jersey local. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.